Hello, good evening, Twin Minds here. We're back at Rover Mechanic Simulator, specifically to celebrate Perseverance and Ingenuity landing on Mars successfully and getting first pictures back. It's really exciting, because it's space. I mean, come on, why the fuck not? Howdy, Paige. So they did actually release a DLC today, which includes Perseverance. We previously did have Ingenuity in here as well, which I don't know if I have any at the moment. There we go, there's a couple. So we might do a couple of those as well. And I see a Perseverance here, and as these cycle through the available orders, more will show up. So, absolutely going to do Perseverance, and probably going to fiddle through some of the previous rovers as well. Hi, Sparkle. I may need to turn down the music just a little bit. A lot of it. There we go. A little bit better. The Sparkle. The famous, the one and only Sparkle. Alright, so. The hell am I doing? It's been a while since I've been in here. This isn't even the button. Oh, no. We can play the snake game. Yep, that's a good place to start. Turns out I barely remember how to snake game in this game. Yep. This is how you space, guys. In case you weren't aware, it requires the snake game. Intense concentration. Precise timing. Skill. And a little bit of perseverance. Oh, hi, Keela. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Almost boxed myself into the corner there. I've seen some pro snake gameplay, because that's a thing that exists. And there's some, like, maneuvers that you can do to waste out your snake time. This is not one of them. Shit. Serious business, this snake. Oh shit. Fuck it. Good time to end it. There we go. Alright. Nope. There we go. Alright, let's actually do a rover. Fuck it. Alright, so let's go straight into Perseverance. Alright, we've got a new rover for you to tinker on. Our orbiter started to receive signal with lower bit rates, then the connection broke completely. Would you be so kind as to check what's causing the problem? Thanks. We have an antenna and a connector. I'm going to do standard. Premium feels like it's a little bit too much stress, and it looks like premium's not even available on this one anyway, so back it. Okay. Big old honkin' rover thing. Big old honkin' rover. Oh, forgot. I don't have coffee. I have mug, but I do not have coffee. That's quite the pine tree fan fiction you got there, Pine. Now that I've done the snake game, I have to play the crane game. And as we have proved in me playing the coin game, I'm not good at this. Nope, not that button. Nope, not that button. How about that button? That. Ba. Da. Ba. Ba ba. Da ba 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 da ba. Alright, that button. There we go. Come on. Grab. 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 There we go. Okay. Hey, we finally get to use this little crane thing. I was wondering when that was going to come in. There we go. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I am expert crane mechanic. Crane Mechanic Simulator. Alright, so this is our buddy Percy. I actually just got an achievement. Is that you, Percy? This is our buddy. This is our buddy Perseverance that just landed on Mars with grace and ease. We have a lovely RTG going on in the back. Alright, so I need to do the scanny thing? Scanny thing! Oh, how do I... There we go. Turns out I don't remember how to play this game. Alright, how do I unzoom? There we go. I probably should have read the order, but I feel like I should check everything just to make sure that everything's working. I see a hydrate from Pine. Hang on. Pine! This water is for you and your plants. Ah. Boo. Boo on you, sir. Boo on you. Alright, we are inspecting the entirety of this. I probably should be reading everything if I'm going to be inspecting it. There's our coring bit, one of the key functions of Perseverance, as it is wandering around Mars, is to actually take core samples drilled from the ground and then store them in little plastic poop tubes that it is going to poop out behind it as it wanders the surface to be picked up on a later mission. And there are actually many of these objects that I don't know, because I don't know all of what's available on Perseverance. Oh god, fast car. Good luck. Good luck to you, sir. I actually did not know that there was a good version of Cats back from '98. I knew that the theater musical itself was very popular, but I didn't know that there was a good movie version. I can't swap over the main body easily. So here we have our standard sensor mast that actually looks very similar to the other rovers. Which is probably going to have, yeah, this is the head and neck. This is going to have all the various cameras and sensors and doodads and whatnot. This is the science arm. And then the other one is the head. Okay, so I'm done scanning some of it. Let's actually read the thingy. See what I'm supposed to be doing. Wait, Dracula? There's a theater version of Dracula? Or are you talking about the movie version of Dracula? And which one is the one that pauses in the middle to make fun of itself? Let's see. Objectives. Repair the rover. Brilliant. Alright. The LGA antenna and the RLGA connector. Okay. I probably should, you know, actually look at the thing I'm supposed to be repairing. You are not it. You are it. You are a broken antenna, and then I think this is the connector. That is not the connector, it is a connector. Okay, so this is the connector that we need to remove. Everything else appears to be in working order, and it doesn't appear that it's dirtied at all. It doesn't appear that it's in need of further maintenance or anything like that, which is fair because I think it's the first available mission for this Perseverance. So let me go into the removal. Great. Now, can I remove this? No, I have to remove the connector itself. What can't I... I only have to remove the housing. Okay, that makes sense. Spinners on the rover. Lift kit. Undercarriage neon lights. Hell, I think this rover deserves all of the bling. 100%. Alright, so now I need to remove this doohickey. Technical term. Very scientifically accurate doohickey. Alright, so we've got the antenna bits removed. If we go into our... Oh, right, I don't have tablet access to the printer yet. So warehouse is where I've got my bits. The cover's probably not damaged. I didn't have the option to scan it. I had tried. Still have never figured out what the med kit's for. I'm probably not going to worry about that. But I need the LGA connector A and the LGA antenna. So those are printer. RLGA connector A and LGA antenna. Oh, that does sound fancy, Sparkle. Lifted the blood red curtain to start the show. It was one long, satiny, flowing curtain that flowed up over the crowd like a sea of blood and it disappeared behind the stands. Hells yes, that does sound fancy. There are some really fantastic audience interaction moments that I love. Scryer Vision, raid party of 11. Hello, Scryer Vision and friends. Hello, raid. Hello, hello. Howdy, Gray. Howdy, Brenna. Howdy, Fate. Space Rovers and Fancy Wheels. Hell yes. So, for those of you who may or may not know, the new Perseverance rover and Ingenuity helicopter drone have landed successfully on Mars today, and we have gotten our first confirmation shots back from them already. It was a very exciting moment. I love space travel and everything related to it. So this is the Rover Mechanic Simulator that actually has full rescale rendering of all of the rovers that have been to Mars. And yeah, it's exciting. There's a lot of new tech on this rover. One of them, I don't know if this is new, but it's got a fairly sizable scale RTG, which is the radioscope thermoelectric generator that is kind of a passive nuclear-powered generator for the rover to keep it running for a long time. And then on the front, up there, we have a core drill. So one of the previous rovers had a rock sample machine that basically just scraped up bits and pieces and stored dust for samples. This one is going to be collecting full rock core samples, and it will be storing them in little plastic tubes, and then pooping it out in the back of the rover as it drives around the surface of Mars. And those will be planned to be picked up in a future mission. So we'll actually have core rock samples from the surface of Mars brought back to Earth at some point in the future. And that's pretty exciting. But this will be doing all brands of science that I haven't actually had time to look up yet, so it'll be kind of exciting to read up on some of that. Maybe we should read up on some of that while we're on stream here, just to see what's available. Alien dirt virus, I know, right? That's like the last thing that we need right now, but you know, that mission to bring those rock samples back is probably a good 10 years out, if not more, so nothing to worry about right now. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, so I need to install parts. This button to install parts. New antenna so it can communicate. COVID-20 is going to be way cooler than COVID-19. I love some of the time traveler memes around COVID. One of them was basically time traveler comes back to year 2020. What are you guys all hiding inside for? We're hiding from COVID-19. You're hiding from... No. COVID-19 is the one that immunizes you against the zombie virus. Get outside. The what? Alright, so we gotta install the arm that wasn't broken. Get that thing screwed into place. And then we gotta install the new arm connector here. And then just gotta plop the cover back on here. That I never actually scanned to find out if it was viable, but, you know, it's fine. Okay, so rover's little antenna problem. Tiny little stubby antenna, but it's not the size that matters. It's how you use it and how you connect to things with it. That is all fixed up, so it should have the means to communicate, and we should be good. Objectives kicked up. Restart the drivers. Right, that's a thing I gotta do. Science! Science! Where's our little, there's our little plug. There's our little plug. That's an odd place for it, but now we gotta go over here and do the little, little sciencey mini game to reconnect it, or to redo its drivers. Let's see, how do I do this? Looks like there's not really too many paths that I can use here. How do I rotate again? There we go. Straight path, straight path, straight path. Okay. And then... So, actual voltage currently is 8. Gotta get to target of... or actual 0, target 8. So, I have some +4s, 2s, and 5s. Okay. And then I have -1s and 2s. Okay. Let's do... Oh, I see. Probably gonna have to do 4, 4, 5. That's not how I want it to go at all. There we go. That was how I wanted it to go. Alright, so we have our little buggy complete. All did. Complete order. Repaired the rover. Done and done. Alright. So we have a hard level Perseverance. Ooh. So should we do another Perseverance? Just continue doing those as we do tonight, or should we separate it out with some of the other rovers as well? Who has preferences, if any? We could also go back and do an Ingenuity. I don't think they've done any new ones yet, because quite frankly, Ingenuity is a really simplistic piece. There's not much to it this time around, since it's there literally just for test flights. So it consists of body, a couple helicopter blades, and a few legs. Not terribly complicated, but it is fun to see. In fact, I will do one of these. Which one of these is the problem? I don't know if either of these matters, but let's do it. Is it on there? It is, tiny little bugger. Alright, I don't know exactly why I needed a crane for that. Looks like I could have lifted that fairly easily, but you know, science crane is important. Look at him. Look at him. He's adorable. Oh. You got broken propellers. That's not good. We need 3 friggin' propellers. And I think that's actually it as far as parts that I can scan and replace on this one. As I said, it's not terribly robust. Let's get 3 propellers going. I probably should look to see what they're actually called. There we go. We got an upper blade and 2 lower blades. Okay. I have 3 new blades to do. I will do the recycle afterwards, just so I don't accidentally destroy my new blades, because I've done that before. Now, this is the kind of thing where I could have absolutely done the advanced mode here, but I'm not confident in my clicking skills just yet, because I just started this game up again for the first time in a month or 2, if not more. This is purely for repair, so you take existing rovers and this guy, and diagnose their issues and repair them. And it comes in a handful of forms. The ones that I just did, straight up part replacement after you print new parts. There's also some more smaller and complex parts that you can take apart more thoroughly at this bench and replace the individual components that may or may not be broken. There's also a part cleaning component. So if you find a dirty part, you may need to airbrush it clean, that kind of stuff. And then there's also, over here, a soldering bench for taking apart small electronics and replacing capacitors and stuff like that. Oh. I need to get through at least 2 of the greens to add up to the 5 target that I need. And because of that, I then need to go through a red. Okay, fair enough. Just need to know what my path is. Oop, not that one. That one. Okay, so I have a -1, so we'll do a pair of 3s. And then a -1 to get our 5. Good, good. It's the Spider-Man minigame. I'm not familiar with the Spider-Man minigame, but it's a very commonly used minigame. Also, hi Tony. Yeah, this game is pretty well detailed. I mean, all of the various rovers and whatnot are exact replicas, if not direct models from NASA. You've got, obviously, some future concept stuff kind of hiding out in the background that you don't really get to interact with, but you get to see it and kind of drool over it a little bit. I'm actually listening to the in-game music right now in the form of this radio. Oh, hey, we got some rovers up there. That's nice. Exactly the same as Spider-Man on PS4. Nice. Alright, our little rover friend is done, so let's go ahead and turn him in. Our little helicopter drone friend, I guess. Hold up. Probably should actually look to see if I completed it. Hey, there we go. Turns out I did complete it. Alright, let's do a little bit of cleanup quick. I need to get rid of some of this crap in my inventory. Salvage old dead parts for extra cash. You're using R as a resource, which is, I don't even know if it was ever really explained what it is, but it's a resource. It's just generic printable material, so you scrap it down from whatever parts into scrappable materials, and then you use the printer to make new materials. Obviously a little hand wavy on that part, but I'll forgive him on that. Alright, so what do we got? Do we want to do one of the older ones, or do another Perseverance? Maybe an easy Perseverance again to get a little handle on it. We don't have a preliminary analysis yet, but I think we will as soon as I start. Howdy, partner. We got some more work for you. Seems like the photos taken by the mass cam are a bit off. Something's wrong with the color, to be exact. Would you mind taking a quick look on it? Thanks. I can do that. I think I know exactly what's wrong, and I know exactly where to go for that one, because it's probably the similar masked issue from one of the other rovers that I've done. Why am I in the printer? That's not what I intended to do. So Gray, if you like this type of game, I would strongly recommend Hard Space Shipbreaker. I have actually played it quite a bit on stream here, and I adore that game. It's sci-fi-ish, space cowboy kind of feel to it, and you are a shipbreaker who takes defunct and derelict ships and scraps them for parts. Pure disassembly. You can go very meticulous about it, or you can go the heavy explosive route. You may accidentally go the heavily explosive route as well. And it's just really cathartic to get in there and tear apart spaceships. Okay, so I am going to start. Oh, I forgot we can do this. I'm not sure there's a purpose to this, but we can do it. So this is our daw. What did you do? I'm just gonna just take it apart. I don't even want to scan it. God damn it, Mars, be nicer to your rovers. Alright, so let's see what I can glean from this while I'm in here. I can't. Great. So we'll take it to the take apart bench. Hello, kitty. Tequila Kitty. Kitty. Yeah, I used to be, you know, I've been into games for friggin' ever. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I've been into games forever, and I've, you know, done the traditional AAA FPS style games, RTSs, that kind of stuff, but as of lately I have become a little bit jaded against AAA games for the most part, and I really dig the indie scene because you get a lot more variety of game types, a lot more experimentation with the gaming medium in general, just a lot of really interesting games coming out. There's a tendency towards a lot of narration-heavy games, which I really like. Let's start taking this bugger apart. So if it's just the mast, what can I take apart first? Can I take you? This is a different mast than I'm used to, but it's a similar concept. I guess I have to take up the take off its little hat first. Super cam. Can I just... do I have to take off the super cam before I can take anything else off? Super cam. Able to identify the chemical composition of rocks and soil, including their atomic and molecular makeup, using camera, laser, and spectrometry to seek organic compounds that could be related to past life on Mars. It can recognize targets as small as a pencil point from a distance of more than 7 meters. That's pretty fancy. Pretty fancy indeed. Mastcam Z is a high-resolution multicolor camera similar to MSL's Mastcam, but equipped with additional zoom capability, located roughly 2 meters above the Mars surface. So how do I get to you? How do I turn you? Can I turn you? I can't turn you. How do I turn you? How do I disassemble you? How do you do? I'm here. Okay, I probably didn't need to remove that camera, but I also probably did need to remove that camera. Okay, we'll remove all the things. I'll put it all back together if I have to. Hi, Trix. Welcome. I forgot about this element. If you highlight the part you want to remove, it will show you which parts are blocking it. So I have to remove this next. Fair. I should have remembered that. Now I should be able to remove this bugger. There we go. Okay, so no cleaning to do. So back out of here, back into our inventory, and we'll examine those parts. Cover's good. Actuator cap's good. Mastcam and Mastcam ZA is dead. So can I just print a new one of those, or do I have to disassemble it further? Oh, I have to disassemble it further. Looks like we're going deeper into the Mastcam. I'm okay with this. Alright, so we have a couple obvious dead parts. Those are the bright red ones. The color wheel cover and the light shade. So color, wheel cover, and light shade. Let's go ahead and start printing up a couple of those. Color, wheel cover, light shade. And if these are the only two broken parts, I can just go in and immediately replace them as we're disassembling and reassembling. If not, then we'll have to investigate further. Okay, so we'll take apart this little bugger. I can remove the light shade. And then I need to remove this, which means I need to remove this, which means I need to remove this, then this. Okay. We're taking the whole damn thing apart. Got it. Understood. Yay! Lily birthday! Happy birthday! Hopefully you get to truly enjoy your lounging time tricks. I know you deserve it. Okay, and I need to investigate... Ah, the color wheel itself is dead. It's at 0%, right. Okay, so remove the color wheel. Need to get a color wheel. Anything else to investigate? Looks kind of good. I see there's a circuit board in there. I probably... Circuit board is showing at full, so I don't think I need to get in there. Oh. Right. CCD is good. Got it. Alright, I think we're good. So I need to get color wheel. Oh, we were a color wheel A, not these two, one of these two, and it was definitely A. Where's B then? I would like my part, please. Thank you. Okay. I'm assuming then that B is the color wheel that's in this one. Looked like it had a different chroma scale too, so it has different colors that it can access. Alright, let's put this lovely color camera back together so it can go back to taking important pictures on Mars. I'm really looking forward to the high def color pixels that we'll be getting from Mars. That's gonna be fun to look at. Some of the past stuff that we've gotten already is fun to look at. Alright, we have one eye repaired. Now I need to put that back into the head. I didn't even need to remove that one because I was just tearing stuff apart, not knowing what the hell I was doing. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'll put your head back together again, it's fine. Always wanted to live through a historic moment, and 2020 was not what you had in mind. I agree. 2020 has been something. It certainly was something. And I'll go ahead and put your hat back on because I didn't need to remove that in the first place. At least I don't think I did. Are we done? We're done! Mast is good. Alright, so let's go put your head back on its swivel. Yeah, I have a feeling in the next, 5 to 10 years or so, we're gonna see some interesting advances coming through. There's some stuff on the horizon that's really promising, just generically scientifically speaking. One thing that kind of came out of 2020 that I think went really under the radar was as they were talking about finding vaccines for COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 or whichever, there was also talk of potentially finding a universal flu vaccine. So even though we might now start getting a whole bunch of new MERS and SARS variants of that virus coming through every year or two now, we're getting rid of, or potentially getting rid of, the flu altogether, so that those yearly vaccines that we're having to produce may no longer be a problem. So that's fascinating to me, and that's really exciting, because COVID sucks, but if we're gonna get rid of a different problem altogether in the meantime, there's at least some positive to that. And then we have potential Mars missions cooking their way up, probably not in the next 5 or 10 years, but we've got a potential manned mission to Mars coming somewhere in the next, I'm gonna guesstimate, 15 to 20 years. That's gonna be exciting. What the hell else we got? We've got all sorts of advancements in green technologies and stuff like that, while people are working their way off of not so green technologies. So we'll have to see how that goes. Alright, what do we have here? We've got 3 and 1. Got 2 3s. -2. Okay, got it. And bop, and a bop, and a bop, bop, and bop. 3, 3, 2. Yes, fine. I remember seeing that. I know, of course, you're excited about that, but the mRNA process being used as possible treatment for MS, that's definitely looking promising. One that does not involve completely destroying your immune system to combat MS. Very promising. Alright, I think, that's not the button, I think we're done with this one. Objective get, complete order. Nice. I have achieved the rank of Captain. Captain. Okay, so all we have left are 2 difficult Perseverance. We also have a couple of easy ones for Curiosity, Sojourner, Opportunity, Spirit, all sorts of fun stuff. So does anyone have a favorite rover they would like to see next? Meanwhile, I'm going to go to upgrades. So I have 1 spare point to work with. What else we got? Parts with less than 15% durability are automatically highlighted without prior analysis. That's kind of nice. And then higher levels. So I already have rank 1. So if I get another level in this, then it goes up to 35% durability. That still isn't going to cover all of our problems, but it is going to automatically scan more of the potentially broken parts. Some of the more useless stuff, or at least stuff that I'm going to have a harder time justifying, is increasing salvage amounts. Like, yeah, it's great to save some extra cash, but the money that you're salvaging out is not drastic. So the number on that one is 10% salvage increase. And since I have some salvage parts to remove, part, and part, I'm getting a whopping 15 resources out of that. I could even scrap the Hazcam cover that I made. So we're getting, we would potentially get another 1.5 resource out of that with that bonus. It's not Not drastic. So that one feels kind of pointless to me. Prices of sets are reduced by 10%. That could be nice if, for example, that mast I just repaired was exceptionally fucked. I could have just ordered an entirely new mast, and it would have cost more than repairing the individual parts, but it would have saved time. So that's a thing. What else do we got? Solder reduction time. So far I haven't needed to solder that much, so it hasn't been an issue to focus on. Remove glitches from the camera. I kind of like the glitchy aesthetic to it. You have family history from the 1917 influenza epidemic. Yeah, so we have definitely come drastically far away from that time. But at the same time, mentality-wise, we haven't necessarily come that far, because the whole anti-mask trend, that was around back then too. There's always people fighting those types of things. Printing time reduction. Reduces the time it takes to remove and assemble parts by 90% of the base time. Ooh, that's fancy. That's fancy. All prices are reduced by 50%. Nice. You get full information about parts durability just from looking at them. Ooh, that would be nice. Okay. Clean parts faster. Enable the option of automatic ECU calibration. That'd be kind of nice. I've already got the 2 points in experience gain. So this one here requires 9 points in analytics, and then the 10th point goes into here. So I really just need one more in here. I don't really necessarily want to get trained eye if the next one I'm going to get is getting full durability information just by looking at them, because this one then will be nullified. In fact, the one that I've already got in here is kind of nullified. So what I might do then is, let's do the automatic ECU calibration. That seems kind of nice. Alright, so one more point and we'll have the full analysis option, which is going to be oh so much nicer. Okay, so since no one has a preference on rovers, let's do a little sojourner. Let's do a little sojourner. A little easy one, be fine. I'm back. Sorry for the absence, but I hope Brad did a good job submitting the orders. Now, this is one thing that, you know, it's a very minor fluff piece, but I would have really liked if they had introduced all of these tasks a little bit slower, because all of these quests, there is some order to the fluff behind it, and I haven't been able to follow the order because I've been scanning through it and doing them kind of haphazardly, because you've got access to so many orders at once. But there's this little story in the background going on with Brad and Jasmine. I haven't been able to follow it because I've been too busy doing other stuff. Alright, so we just gotta get the little rover on the bed. Oh, look at him. He's adorable. Look at him. He's adorable. Right, let's go ahead and do some scanning. I should have read that. that part I said about not being able to follow the story, and then I don't actually read what I'm supposed to do with this one. Probably should do that. Let's do that. Let's see. Anyway, the old and trusty sojourner needs a thorough examination. You know, regular analysis to check if everything is fine. Oh. Well. Never mind then. I'm not going to get into hints about what I'm supposed to do. I just need to scan everything. I can do that. Alright, we'll scan these little back parts here. Oh, we got a broken part. That's a thing. Now let's finish the wheels before I go all the front face on there. Alright, wheels are all good. Wheels are good. At least I think. There are, I think, like bearings hidden in there. Let's see if I can see one of them. Yeah, there we go. There's a bearing in there. And sometimes you can scan it without having to go too deep on it. Can I get it? No, okay. Well, that's fine. I will repair the parts that I can see and hope that that comes off as completed. Alright, let's take a picture of all your front visuals. Everything's good. Okay, so we have a bad antenna at the top there. And then we have a bad camera cover. So let's do that. Now, this looks dirty as hell, but I'm not entirely sure that that's a problem. Because I can't scan this part anyway. Let's remove the antenna. I'm gonna remove the solar panel and take a peek inside, see if anything inside is having problems. Oh, I see. A little bit of a... It looks damaged, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it. We'll scan it in inventory. Okay. Oh. Oh. The entire circuit board's fucked. All right. Well, let's remove that. That's solved that problem. So I'm gonna have to repair the entire circuit board, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's take the circuit board over here and see if there's anything salvageable on there. Otherwise, I might just order the entire frickin' thing. Alright, let's see what's wrong. Oh, everything. Okay. Exactly. Oh wait, we have some functional components. So it was marked as all red while inside because it was counting as one part. But now that we're in the soldering board, we can see that there's only 2 damaged parts? Okay. So we have 2 inductors that are dead. And also actually saw the inductor B is 75%, so that's fine. Yeah, everything else is good enough. So we'll get 2 inductor A's as a replacement. Let's see what else I need. That's not the right button. Okay, so what else is dead? Let's scan this. The cover's dead too. Okay. So we got the REM cover, the color camera cover, and the LMRE cover as well. And I haven't removed those inductors, but I'll need to replace those too. Parts, inductor A. So it could potentially have gotten the entire circuit board, but it costs a lot more than just the individual parts I need to replace. In fact, 30 resources for just a pair of inductors versus 440 resources for the whole board. So definitely worth replacing the parts where you can. So let's do covers, camera cover, rem cover, and Marie, antenna. There we go. Oh, I have a present. I have a gift from Jasmine. That's kind of adorable. Achievement unlocked. Gift. I mean, that's... Yup. What did I actually get, though? What did I get? What did I get? I already had the medkit and the Hazcam. All these parts are parts that I removed. Or printed. Where's my gift? What did I get? Oh no. I have a mysteriously disappearing gift. Now I'm concerned. Now I feel like I've been invaded by something and I have no idea where it's lurking. Oh. Wait, is it over on my shelving unit over here? No. Uh-oh. That's concerning. That is deeply concerning. Alright, well, I'm not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and do our soldering job. Do the thing. There we go. Okay, inductor 1 done. So this is where I'm not concerned about getting that upgrade for soldering, because it just doesn't, it's not an issue really. So we have a fully functional board again, as functional as it needs to be. I think we're good to start replacing stuff. New cover. Solar array was okay. I am noticing. Actually, can I skip this? I can skip this. Let me go see if that solar array needs cleaning. It looks like it's kind of scuzzy. No. Okay. I know that there's like a different color when you scan it. It's supposed to show up as needing to be cleaned. Looks like it needs to be cleaned, but I guess I'm not to judge it. Not my job. I mean, it's literally my job, but it's not my job. It's fine. Put the antenna back on. And then we'll go to the back side over here. I love how this camera doesn't actually have any screws. It just kind of sits inside of that that camera cover. It just kind of sits in the little pocket, and then it's got a wire attached. It was a bunch of resources. Where's my resources? Hold up. If it was resources, it's not a noticeable amount, because I had in the neighborhood of 70-something thousand before, and now I have that again. So either it is claimed to be a significant amount and it actually is not, or I didn't get anything. I did get the achievement though, so you know, the thought that counts, I guess. And salvage those things. The rarity of the achievement is true, yep. But yeah, I didn't notice any resource numbers go up. I wasn't paying attention. My resources are right about there, hidden behind my camera, so you wouldn't have been able to see it, and it wouldn't be on the recording to look back on, so it'll be a mystery! Hooray! Alright, are you in one piece, dude? Now, I have the option to automatically do it, so let's see what the automatic option is. Calibrate, automatically. Complete! Oh. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that job should be complete. Done. Repaired. Good. Complete. Those ones are kind of nice, because they don't give you any hints about what's wrong. It's just a general checkup. So it was up to me to scan all of the things and see what's wrong. I dig it. Hello, kitty. Hello, kitty. Hi, how are you? Kitty. Kitty. Here's my kitty. Okay, so how about we do something more difficult? I'm not quite ready to jump up to the 5-tier or the 3-tier difficulty of Perseverance, so let's do a Spirit medium difficulty. Still don't really want to do the premiums because those they're double the rewards, which is great, but they do give you a 25-minute time limit, which I guess really hasn't been a huge issue in the past. I have two kitties. They're both sweeties in a different way. This guy is my crazy cat. He's still very much a kitten, and he has a lot of interesting personality traits that I have not seen in cats before, and I have had cats most of my life. The other one is much more laid back, subdued, kind of the usual aloof catness, where he occasionally needs his attention, but that's about it. This guy sleeps with me every night. He frequently demands that I either throw a toy for him or throw a piece of food for him. So every time I walk into the kitchen, I've got to throw a piece of food for him so he can go chase it. He is a very unique little bugger. Fuck it. Let's do the premium. 25-minute, because it's double the resource rewards and almost double the experience rewards, so we can advance a little faster. Problems with the communication with the lander. Could you take a look into this? And by the way, while we were packing the rover into the container, one of our tech guys was holding the rover by the calibration target. It's slightly crooked now. Okay. So not only is the communications array damaged, but some idiot was holding it by its dangly bits, and now it's damaged. Alright, we're doing a timer. Preliminary analysis, nothing great, okay? 25-minute timer to get this thing all diagnosed and repaired. Hopefully it's nothing overly crazy. Okay, let's start the diagnosing. Alright, so you're dirty, diagnosing. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and remove the parts that need to be fixed. Here's the calibration target that's all borked up now because he was handling you by your dingly bit. What the hell? I'm gonna. Ooh, do I need to clean those? Should I clean those? I'll go ahead and remove this because this is forked. Those scan. Yeah, that's also forked, so let's go ahead and remove that. Let's do a couple part scans. This is where it'd be really nice to have that one that gives me all of the scanning just by looking at it, because it would save a whole bunch of time in diagnosis. These parts we can't even diagnose until they've been removed, because they are too dirty to look at. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll remove these. Diagnose these bits. I'm going to ignore the wheels, assuming that those are good. That part is good. Okay. Everything looks good, so we'll go ahead and remove these thingies. I haven't done a good airbrushing tonight, so we'll take the moment to do the cleaning here. And I need to remove the good panel to access the dirty panel. What I could be doing is I could be printing it this time, but I'll start at the printing before I go do my cleaning. Okay, it also looks like this might be dirty as well, so let's remove that. Okay, we good? Everything good? Everyone happy? Alright, count that as good. So let's take a look at our parts. So I need a calibration target, an LGA upper, and an LGA base. And then the other parts I don't know yet because they're not clean. So let's go ahead and replace those parts. Calibration target, LGA upper, LGA base. Those will be printing. It takes 3 minutes to print all those parts. That gives us plenty of time to do cleaning. Oh, there's got to be a way to rotate these. How do I rotate them? I knew that there was a way, but I don't remember how to do it. There's got to be a button for that. Why can't I figure out the button for that? It's not the Q and E, it's not WSAD, because that's just changing your camera. Alright, there's gotta be a way to do this. It's not W S A D, it's not Q E, it's not 1 2 3 4 5 shift. Oh, it's friggin' okay. So it's shift and then WSD. Okay. There we go. Okay, everything that can be cleaned is cleaned. Did I take a peek here? Investigate. Did I didn't remove this one. Let's remove that one because that one also needs to be cleaned. This one has always been dirty in almost every single one of these that I've ever removed. So I figured that makes sense. It's a magnet. I mean, its entire purpose literally is to capture all of the dust particles that it can, so as not to get other parts dirty. Okay, so let's do a quick analysis on these parts. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. And you're good. So those just need to be reassembled. Perfect. So let me grab my parts and get attaching. Hopefully this is all I need to do and that there weren't some other hidden damages, because that would be kind of difficult to go track that stuff down. This is listed only as a medium difficulty, so it probably doesn't have anything sneaky hidden on me, but you never know. Let's go ahead and put this front piece on before I forget. Get your new dangly bits attached, all shiny and new. And then we just have these little unfolder holders. I don't actually know what those parts do. I know that they're related to the folding and unfolding of the solar panels, but I don't know what their actual purpose is. I'm assuming they hold the folders, but still. I was hoping for a little bit more detail than that. Alright, are you good to go? The little thingy is highlighting in the back, which means it's ready. So let's see. That button. Calibrate automatically. Perfect. Alright, are you done? Objectives complete. Done and done. Lovely. Good old Spirit. Back on track. Okay. Done and done. You're loving Rage 2. Wonderful. Glad you're enjoying that page. I have a spare point. I'm going to get full analysis. Because that's going to be delightful. Let's test it out. I told you, Paige, I haven't played any of the Rage games yet. Thanks for hanging out, Gray. And thanks again for the follow. You have yourself a good night. Also, feel free to join the Discord. I have votes on what games I'm going to play and regular announcements on stuff. Okay, let's do a small Sojourner. 25-minute premium. Sure thing. Well, Jasmine's still not here, and there's something wrong with this thing again. This time it just keeps going in circles. I don't know what to do with this. Can you help? Sure. Sure thing. No preliminary analysis. Hey, thanks, Scooby. Alright, so let's get this thing on the operating table. Yeah, Paige, you got beaten. So Paige, I'll ask this even though I think I know your answer. Is there a decent storyline in Rage? And the answer that I think I know is you have no clue because you're not paying attention to it. But, just in case you are paying attention to it. Thanks again, Scooby. Oh, there is. Okay. Aha! The automatic diagnosis is stunning. I love it. Alright. Let's go ahead and remove these parts then, because I gotta remove the wheels. What do I... This part. There we go. I'm gonna need to remove all 3 friggin' wheels on this side. Background kitty. Right there. Actually, what I could do... Let me finish taking apart this piece, and then I will continue that thought. So this arm, rocker R, bogey holder R, and bogey R. Those 3 pieces are all fooked, as well as this guy here. I think that's it. So if I get the 2 bogies, a cover plate, and the rocker R in printing, cover plate. Which cover plate are you? Pretty sure it's this cover plate. Let's see. These bogey holder R, bogey R, and then rocker R. Alright, so that saves me 4 minutes of waiting for printing, and then I can go back and start the disassembly. What am I... There we go. Oh man, there's so many friggin' parts to remove on these. What's up, Demos? Oh yeah, Paige, I always disable aim assist. The only time I don't is when I forget that it's a thing. Oh, I didn't even look at that. I should look at that. Nope, it's fine. Alright. It's fine, I just need to remove it. Alright, let's finish disassembling. I gotta take apart every single friggin' wheel, I think. Just because there's so much interconnection, I can't remove like the whole wheel assembly. Yes, Demos, I have fixed a couple easy instances of Perseverance. I've got 2 hard ones to do that I've been saving as I build up my memory of how to play this game before I tackle a difficult one. And I also did an Ingenuity as well. Man, there's so many parts. I mean, I get it. And the fact that I'm able to take apart the whole damn thing without taking too terribly much time is pretty remarkable. Alright, so bogey's gotta go. Bogey holders gotta go. Great. Great. I think I'm not going to look at the internals. I have 4 parts here that I need to replace. And if I need to look at the internals after I put the wheels back on, I will. Rage is purely a single-player experience. Interesting. Okay. That's not the button I meant to push. There we go. Alright, let's put this shit back together. So we can get back to roving on Mars. We good? Yeah, we good. Okay. Well, let's put this cap back on. Put this little spring doohickey back on. Alright, so that's everything except for the wheels. So we should be good. I just need to slap all these parts back together. Alright, that wheel is completo. And the middle wheel is complete. It's not in perfect working order. Some of these parts are a little bit dinged up, but it's fine. There's plenty of wear and tear left on those. Alright, so the right side wheel assemblies are all done. And there is the plug, ready to go. Perfect. And I think I am going to go ahead and skip this mini game from now on just because I can. Alright, you are done. That only took 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Took 11 minutes. Done, right? Yeah, done. Okay. Wunderbar. Wunderbar. Okay. So, are there any preferences on which rover to do next, or what difficult task to do? Do we want to do one of the hard Perseverance ones? Do we want to do them with a timer, without a timer? Kind of tempted to scrap that too. Hard without timer. Okay. The one that landed one? I'm assuming you mean Perseverance from today. So we've got Planet Fix, and then what is this one? Planet X, I think, is the symbol. This is the lower tier one. And actually there's no timer on this one, so this is a perfect one to do. So this one with a timer is available to do, and we'll do that later. Hey, great job with the antenna. Unfortunately, I've got some more work for you. During the last mission, the rover got on some really bumpy terrain, and now it's started to pull to the right all the time. It might be something with the suspension. Also, the power consumption has gone up quite a bit, so please be so kind as to check the bearings. Sure. Sure. Let's do a difficult Perseverance. We shall persevere. Alright, there she be. She's a beaut. She's a beaut. Alright, let's take a peek. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's a whole lot of dings and dents on this baby. Alright, let's get a little bit of an upper view. Nope, looks fine. Okay. So we have a left wheel and then two right wheels fooked, as well as the front wheel strut. Alright, let's get to stripping. Let's use this and raise it up a dash just for funsies. Because we can, otherwise I don't know what the purpose of that thing is. And then we'll start disassembling stuff. Achievement unlocked. 1,000 screws unscrewed. Ooh. I wonder if I'm going to need to remove these wheels to even check on the engines. Oh well. Okay, so engine's good. Goodish. Wheel mount is fooked. Oh, it crashed. That's unfortunate. Alright, this wheel strut is blocked by the wheel actuator cap. Actuator, are you? You're okay. You're fine. Alright, so that whole strut is fooked and needs to be replaced. Right side suspension's all good. Let's go ahead and remove this wheel. Engine's good, wheel mount's good. I think that's it. I probably should check the wheels under, but let's get the other wheels together first, and if it's still not done, then I can check under the hood of the other wheels as well. Because this one was fine. So these two and this one might have bad engines, but we'll see. The fighting is the most satisfying if you do it right? What's the wrong way to do it then? Where it's not satisfying. Okay, so we have 3 Perseverance wheels, front wheel strut, and wheel mount. Alright, Perseverance is down here, so we have... Oh. Oh, I see. The whole wheel is a set. So we can remove the wheel set pieces and see what's actually fooked on them. Okay. Now why can't I find the wheel mount? Ah. It's these yellow ones. Got it. So I needed a front wheel strut and a wheel mount. And let's go take apart those wheels and see what we can find. I didn't realize that those were full disassemblies. Alright, let's... Ah, these are where the bearings are hidden. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. So the rest of these things should be good. I'm going to assume that this bearing is bad. I didn't even look, but I see the crusty bits on it, so it's fine. And this one is the whole friggin' wheel. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, we can do the individual spokes. Me likey. The dying part is doing it wrong. Got it. Hey, Kinder. How you doing? I like it. These are some interesting looking wheel spokes. I like the design of them, and I love that every single part has been designed to be as universal as possible. If a spoke breaks, replace it. It doesn't matter what wheel it came on. And the rim is also fooked, so I actually need to remove all the spokes. I could have potentially just ordered the whole wheel replacement because of how much was damaged on here, but might as well save what we can. No need to be wasteful. And the only part that's left is this tub that doesn't do anything. Alright. Has anyone played FF15? I have not played 15. I have heard some good things about it, though. I've heard that it's a pretty decent entry in the FF series. Okay, so I probably should actually look at which parts I need to replace. So let's see. Let me grab... Oh, grab those. So we have the front wheel strut and the wheel mount. Those do good. I need 3 wheel bearings. And I need 3 spokes, as well as a wheel rim. Wheel rim, 3 spokes, and I need 3 bearings, so I need to wait for those printings to finish. Okay. The teenage emo goth boy band thing. I can get that. I can get that. That's honestly the theme of that one and the theme of FFs in general have always been very hit or miss for me. I'm personally not the greatest FF fan, so my opinion is probably not the best to follow. She played the 7 remake. Okay. I was personally a big fan of 10, but I know a lot of people who would disagree with that. 8 was also really good, and I've heard a lot of good things about 9, but I haven't played it myself. Alright, so it has all my parts. Let's get these wheels back together. Let's not use the crappy bearings that I almost put back in. Great, you're done. You're done. You are going to be... What did I miss? I missed the friggin' wheel rim. Well, balls. Alright, I'll have to redo that one. Let me go get a wheel rim printing. That one's going to be obnoxious because I'm going to have to tear apart the whole damn thing to get that wheel rim replaced, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's what I signed up for. So 16 is going to be like a high medieval fantasy? Okay, so that's more in line with 12, I believe. So if she really liked 7, thematically and world build style, I would say 8 is probably the closest, because it's got that slightly more modern technology element to it. I still enjoyed 10 though. But that was also the first and only Final Fantasy game that I've actually fully played through to completion. So I have more memories of that one. I did play about the first half or so of 8, so I have some decent memories of that one, but that was a hell of a long time ago, and my memory is shit, so I wouldn't trust it worth anything. And I have not played any of the earliers, so I didn't play 7, I didn't play any of the the earlier pre-PlayStation days. Alright, so let's grab this, get ready to repair that other wheel that I fooked up on. Least favorite part of 15 would be the driving. Too linear and really only got fun once you get the flying upgrade and the off-road monster truck upgrade. I mean, that sounds fun. I mean, not the linear driving part, but the flying and the monster truck upgrade sound fun. So it's linear. So like, are the driving sequences more just on the rails, like sitting around dialogue scenes kind of deal, or what? Alright, we'll start with the bad one just so I can get that out of the way. Bad-ish. It's fine. It'll be fine. You hold W to accelerate and S to brake, and that's it. That does not sound exciting at all. I hope they break it up with some fantastic scenery, good dialogue, you know, bro moments, whatever. Because it doesn't necessarily need to be engaging gameplay if there's other stuff to do. But if there isn't, well then, fuck 'em. Kinder, this is Rover Mechanic Simulator. It is a simulator game, so it focused on as much realism as possible. It is all about repairing all of the various subcomponents on the various rovers that are on Mars. So we've got accurate 3D models of all of the various subcomponents of all of the various rovers that are on Mars. And you can take them apart piece by piece and diagnose their issues, replace and repair whatever is needed. It's very nicely detailed, I like it. It's very much in line with the car mechanic simulator, the plane mechanic simulator, the tank mechanic simulator. It's that, you know, it's that style of game. And if there's enough interest, I would happily do some of those other games as well. I haven't done car, plane, tank, train, all of those various X-vehicle mechanic simulator games. Just because I wasn't sure how much interest there would be, but I personally would like to do some of them. Hey, look, we're done. We have the little plug-in option. Where's my... There it is. I can barely see it. Alright, let's get this bugger calibrated. Done. There is a minigame to the calibration, but I just got the upgrade to not have to do the minigame anymore, so I'm not gonna. But yes, very timely because this game was out before. I think it's been out for 6 months or so, maybe a little bit longer. But they just put out the Perseverance DLC specifically today to coincide with the landing, which was successful, happy, very exciting. I'm looking forward to all of the various pictures and details of science that might come out of this. I'm also looking forward to the Twitter because it's become a thing to have interesting Twitter accounts for all of the various rovers. Let's see, I need to catch up on chat here. Scenery and dialogue is fun, but after a minute or two it becomes a road trip simulator. Okay, well, that's not fun. 15 push for the removal of turn-based battles, but doesn't 16 bring back the turn-based battles? I'm not positive. I'm not a huge fan of the turn-based battle systems in the first place, which is part of the reason I don't typically do JRPGs. I've done a handful of them, but I definitely prefer the active battle styles. So I think it was Neo that had an active battle style, and I played Nier, not Nier Automata, but Nier, the first one, that I really enjoyed, and I think that one also had an active battle style. Mechanic Simulator. Yes, I saw a mention of that one coming. I think I even have that one on my wish list. There's a demo of it. Ooh. Okay. I kind of want to start doing some of those demos. A lot of these Playway games, and that one's a Playway. This one's a Playway. They're all Playway, every damn one of them. And I kind of want to start doing some of those demos as by the cover episodes, just for funsies. I need to get back to doing those. I've been slacking and very lazy with myself, and I'm sad about it. There's another game coming. I just want to do a quick Google search, or not a Google search, a Steam search. Just a quick search for Mechanic Simulator and see what options we've got. To see how many vehicles and genres are covered. We have car, motorcycle, tank, another car, rover. We have Space Mechanic Simulator, which I'm also looking forward to. Car Mechanic Simulator VR coming soon. Mech Mechanic Simulator. Car DLCs. Biker Garage Mechanic Simulator. Plane Mechanic Simulator. Off-Road Mechanic Simulator. Yacht Mechanic Simulator. Train. Rover DLC. Car Mechanic DLC. Bus Mechanic Simulator. Truck Mechanic Simulator. We also have the Mechanic Simulator bundle, which may be interesting. We also have Electrics, the Electromechanic Simulator. I saw a gameplay video of that a little while ago that I was interested in. In fact, let me get this shot here. So if we're going to stare at something, we're going to stare at something neato. Train Mechanic Simulator VR coming. We have Farm Mechanic Simulator. We've got car, rover, car, mech, motorcycle, yacht, space, and then the search starts going a little bit balls up from there. So I think that's the full list. So we have a significant amount of Mechanic Simulator games to do. If anyone is interested in seeing those, I will happily do them. Someone remind me. I will attempt to remind myself as well that I'm still attempting to build that short list of games that we want to play in the near future. And I would like input on that. I'm putting a note to myself, so hopefully that will get marked as a reminder. Where's Solar System Mechanic Simulator? Oh yeah, kinda. Once you start downloading, you start taking up all your bandwidth. You could go the route of telling Steam to not steal all of your bandwidth, but where's the fun in that? Oh, Scooby, I'm more of a general reminder that I need to continue working on my short list of games to stream and or do videos on, that I want everyone's input on at some point. And I think the whole Mechanic Simulator collection needs to be on that short list, because I do enjoy these games, even if not long term. At least a couple streams worth of them are quite amusing. This is my second or third only stream of this. It's probably not going to be a regular stream thing, but I'll revisit it occasionally if they do updates and whatnot, because I do dig this game. Either way, let's go back to game now that we're done looking at simulators. We are done. The rover is repaired and replaced. Complete. Done. Happy, happy, joy, joy. We are now achievement unlocked Colonel. We are now Colonel rank. Wunderbar. Let's get rid of all of these junk parts. Good, good, good. Scrapped. Alright. So, we have plenty of easy ones to do. I also have not been doing a lot of the mediums and hards. Actually, there's only 2 hards to do. Okay, I've been skipping all the mediums. I've been doing easies and hards, and not anything in between. So let's do a spirit. Let's do a spirit premium. Sure, why not? It's worth a whopping 50 experience or 100. Yeah. Nah, I don't even want the stress on that one. We'll do it standard. Prelim. Okay, so we got no preliminary analysis on most of these, which is a little bit sad. It'd be nice to have something, especially when we've got a descriptor here. Hi there, my name's Jasmine. I have a favor to ask of you. We've repaired the PCBs inside this rover, but we cannot replace the REM cover on our own. Would you be so kind and replace the cover for us? It's paid extra, but please don't tell anyone about this, okay? So this descriptor here says REM cover. So preliminary analysis should show REM cover, but it's not. That's fine. It's fine. That was not the button. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right, what am I fixing? What am I replacing? We have some solar panels to fix, but where's the REM cover? I don't see a REM cover. I don't see a REM cover. Oh no. Is it all the way under the solar panel? Am I gonna have to remove every single friggin' piece? Oh no. Alright, let's remove the solar panel and see if it's hiding under here. Because I have some dusted pieces that need cleaning, but I don't necessarily need to remove those. It's called red. Pretty sure that's not the REM cover, but I think I have to remove literally everything else to get to it. So, we're disassembling a rover. This one was listed as easy, but I have to disassemble the whole goddamn thing. Well, at least we're gonna have some parts to clean, I guess. Actually, before I go too far in this, do I have skills that I can upgrade? I have 2 skill points. So we do have an instant repair, but that requires 10 whole points in the trees, so let's do... Let's do faster disassembling, faster assembling. That will at least speed up this job here. Okay, it doesn't speed it up by much, but you know, every little bit counts. Watch my face be red as I find out that the part that I needed to remove and replace was very easily accessible the whole time, and I will find out the hard way once we're done. That is pretty much exactly how I expect this to go. Can I have any information on this REM cover before I get too far? Where are you, REM cover? Nope, I am still going to assume it is hiding under this piece right here. And I can't remove it until I remove everything else attached to it. Alright, we'll keep going. Keep going. Good thing I chose not to do the timer on this one. Because 25 minutes to disassemble and reassemble an entire friggin' rover would be a little bit obnoxious. You know, I don't know if I've actually gotten as far as the REM cover on this one, so this might be interesting to see what's inside, if anything. There might be a whole circuit board in there I've never seen before. Yep. Can't remove any of it. Alright, let's see. And for once, this isn't dirty. That's abnormal. Okay, so I need to remove this thing. That's what. I was wondering why I couldn't get that whole mask off. This piece. Mask to go bye-bye. Great. I have to remove all of these little subcomponents as well. Oh dear. It's fine. I signed up for this. It was fascinating to see all of the various components that go into making a space rover. It's literally a fancy golf cart on another planet, basically. And a whole lot of stuff goes into making it work. Okay, so I can't remove this until I remove this, which is this. The mech demo is pretty in-depth. Nice. Do you think that's worth me doing a by the cover type video on? Never actually had a job to repair this whole arm mechanism here. Howdy, Doc. This game is pretty good. Definitely worth, you know, good 10 hours plus of gameplay. This is my second or third stream on it. And, yeah. Doing this to celebrate the Perseverance landing. So we've already taken apart Perseverance a handful of times. After I play Jazzbot, okay. Well, so kinda, I'm actually referring to the By the Cover series, which you may or may not have seen me do, which is an actual YouTube video style series rather than streams. So those would be two separate things. So the whole joy of this game is diagnosing and repairing rovers. So you find out which parts are damaged, in this case the REM cover. I don't know exactly what REM stands for in this instance, but this was the part that I was tasked to replace, and I had to take apart almost the whole goddamn rover to get to it. So that's what I am currently doing. But yeah, you just, you know, you get a little bit of a quick diagnosis from a field agent saying, you know, this thing, like one of the last ones I remember seeing, it's constantly spinning left as it's driving. So you have to diagnose the wheel and strut mechanics to try to figure out what's wrong with it, that kind of thing. And then you either clean off the parts or repair the parts as necessary and replace them with your lovely hand-wavy hand-wavy printer system. But yeah, absolutely. Clicking the damaged part simulator. Yeah, absolutely. Alright, so let's go over here. Sometimes the parts are just, you know, plug-ins, so you just snap them off and they're good to go. Otherwise, it's usually screws that you have to undo. In this case, oh dear God. In this case, I have this REM that I need to do. And if we highlight it, we can see that the cover itself is fooked. So we got to remove that cover. So this is a subcomponent. This whole REM box is a subcomponent. And then within, apparently, there's a whole bunch of circuit boards that are all good to go. So I just need that REM cover replaced. I know, Fadzilla, it would be very nice to be able to do your own designs, but I can totally understand why you can't. Rover Electronics Module. Thanks, Doc. I'm terrible at acronyms. It would be great if you could build your own rover designs, that kind of stuff, but I can definitely understand why they couldn't easily do that. Mainly because every damn one of these parts is custom built for the exact purpose that it was designed for. So it would be really difficult to puzzle piece that out to make them a little bit more interconnected. But KSP, yeah, for example, is an option that you can do for that design method. Oh, it was on the cover, Doc. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. All right. REM cover. Is this the REM? Which REM cover? Which REM cover do I need? REM cover. The bluish one. Okay. Bluish one. Alright, well, I'd say that I could put together the rover while I wait for that printing to happen, but I need the entire rover to be apart so I can put that piece back in. You are constantly in KSP? Alright. I'm assuming then that you're looking forward to KSP 2, which may or may not ever come out, depending on how long that's going to take. In the mech one, you have to remove the parts in a specific direction. Interesting. Yeah, this one is very much click the highlighted part, undo whatever screws are holding it in place, and done. Oh, I got another present. Another Jasmine present. Okay, so Jasmine's presents are supposed to be resources. I have, you can't see it because my head's covering it, but I have 96,553. I now have 97,053. So I got a whopping 500 resources. Thanks, Jasmine. I appreciate you. I really appreciate your minuscule amount of resources as a present. Alright, so now we put on the good ram cover that's not fooked. And now we reassemble the entire rover. Nope, nope. There we go. Yeah, and in this case, I would say the gameplay is not riveting, despite the fact that I'm sometimes riveting things. But there is still some catharsis in the whole process. Taking apart a rover piece by piece, diagnosing the breaking parts, replacing them, repairing them, cleaning them. It's fun. Yeah, I'd say that's fair, Doc. Look at how pretty and cool these things are. It's fair. And this is hard to say exactly what I'm thinking on this process, but it's still enjoyable. Regardless of how simplistic the gameplay is, it still is quite enjoyable. If you can enjoy this type of thing. I mean, not everyone's going to enjoy the shiny thing clicker simulator, but not everyone enjoys the simulator games in the first place, so, you know, to each their own. Alright, now I gotta put all those freaking blue parts back on. Joy. This one was actually kind of rough, because I wasn't expecting to have to take apart the whole friggin' rover just to get to one tiny piece. But I also got to take apart some stuff that I hadn't done before. So that's neat. Engines. Sure, that engine goes there. Oh yeah, absolutely that, Doc. And this isn't even that rover. This is one of the earlier ones. So we'll do another Perseverance next year. I've been spreading apart the different styles. Maybe we'll do an Ingenuity next, just for funsies. I think that is a good part of it, is the living vicariously through games. I generally prefer my games to be fairly not rooted in reality, but the simulator games are a pretty solid exception to that. I usually need some sort of fantastical element to it, but this, for example, it's real. It's 100% real, but it also is a fantastical element to me because it is so high up in the technological scale of reality that is outside of my normal day-to-day. What? Fatzilla, what'd you just overcook? Hold up. Care to enlighten me on that? Space. Oh yeah, I am also stoked for Ingenuity. I hope that we can get information on that. I've signed up for all the Twitters, but then again, I also don't Twitter, so I won't be able to easily follow that. But I wanna have heads up when Ingenuity is gonna do its flights, because it's a right. I need to clean some stuff. Let's go clean some stuff. I forgot. I totally forgot I had removed those solar panels and didn't actually clean them. Yeah, but I hate Twitter, so I don't want to turn on notifications. I hate Twitter with a burning passion. It's the worst goddamn thing to exist in this world for a very long time. It's a cesspool, and I don't like it. I hate it. The house. Are you talking about House Flipper? I have not played House Flipper. I've debated on it. I've seen a lot of House Flipper gameplay videos, so I'm not entirely sure if I want to, only because it won't be fresh and new for me. But if it can be in the simulator collection of shortlist stuff if people are interested in seeing it. Technically, I didn't look at those parts to see how damaged they are. I probably should do that. They were just dirty. We shouldn't have had to replace them, but, you know, let's do that before I get too far into this. Good, good. They're fine. Sure, we'll put on a mask next. Why not? I'm pretty sure I have House Flipper already. So, Fadzilla, also, by the way, hi and welcome. One thing that you may or may not know about me yet is I have way too many games, and I don't even know half the time which games I have or don't have. So there's a solid chance I already have House Flipper. Just saying. Because that's how I do. Yeah, I know that there is some creativity in House Flipper, and that's kind of an interesting element that I'm curious how much I would enjoy. Inventing modern plumbing in 1490 AD. You know, Demos, I think you need to slow down your civilization. You're getting a little bit ahead of yourself there. I've not really ever cared much for the civilization games, but I do find some of those aspects amusing. I think my favorite is Gandhi with nukes. Just because of the way that you can advance in that game. Alright, one more solar panel to add on, or one more side of the solar panels. There's 2 panels and like 5 hinges or something like that. I hope that I'm done with this, because I don't want to have to put the whole damn thing back together again only to find out that I missed a part inside or something, because that would be horrible. Oh dear. Just about done here. Think we're good. Yes, we have the plug ready to go. Nice. Alright, so I'm just going to auto-calibrate with my perk that I got. And we're done. There we go. So the spirit is complete. Objective get. Complete order. Done. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go do a Perseverance. Actually, I want to do a an Ingenuity first. I think we only have 2 of them. Because there's not terribly much to Ingenuity. Let's see. Boost itself. I honestly don't recall which of these I just did. Let's do both of them. Fuck it. Let's do the premium, because why the hell not? 8 minutes to repair this thing. Alright, little Ingenuity. The little Ingenuity that could. Hi, little guy. How you doing? Ah, this one. You have blade problems. All right, let's get those blades printing. 1 upper and 2 lower. Okay, everything else on here is good. Solar panel's good, antenna's good, blades and feet are good. Unfortunately, we don't get to see inside the body of this one. I'm not entirely sure what's in there. Maybe we're not allowed to know. I know, right? These models are really nicely detailed. I love them. Alright, we're done. We just gotta plug in the driver calibrator. Boobity boom, done and done. And little Ingenuity gets to fly away. Have fun, little guy. Let's go do the other Ingenuity then. Number 2 here. Do a premium on you as well. Okay, what's wrong with you, little guy? Oh, you got a broken leg. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Oh, and you got a dirty solar panel. Okay. Solar panel may or may not need fixing, but let's at least get a leg printed. Leg. Okay, so let's rip off that poor little damaged leg here. And then we gotta rip off your antenna. take off that solar panel for a good old-fashioned cleaning, and then see if it needs further help. Oh, you're perfectly fine. Alright, so we got our solar panel all cleaned up. And it was in perfect order, just needed a little bit of dusting. And get a new leg bolted on there. Nice and easy. And now we have another Ingenuity just about ready to fly off as soon as it's calibrated. Nice. Fly, little Ingenuity, fly! Nice. Done and done. Ooh, Rage 2 has real-time elevator waiting. No elevator music, though. Oh, that's horrible. Alright. Let's do a moment to brace for impact, because I'm about to do the timed Ingenuity. Or, sorry, the timed Perseverance difficult. I just escaped out of that instead of actually scrapping those parts. What the crap? Alright, Doc, are you ready for the timed Perseverance repair? Let's get our thingy back down. Alright, Perseverance. Hey, you did a great job previously, but I'm afraid I have bad news for you. We sent the rover back, but there's still a problem with the photo quality. Sorry for telling you so late. We tried to find the faulty part ourselves, but no luck on that. However, the good news is that the color wheel is working correctly. Maybe there's something of a more electrical nature? Alright, so we should be able to... Oops, premium, there we go. Hopefully, we can tear apart that mast. Only. And not have any other issues, but we'll see. Alright, Perseverance. You exceptionally fantastic golf cart, come on. Alright, let's take a peek. What is wrong with you? Looks like it's just that mast. So let's get that mast removed. And then get it on the workbench and see what's broken about it. Everything else looks good, luckily. Everything else looks good. And they did hint that it might be electrical in nature. So let's get into under the hood here and see what the electronics look like. No, it's not the electronics. Okay, that's fine. I think it might be, there might be electronics within the camera that we can take apart then. Okay, everything else golden? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look at that camera then. Okay. Well then, let's finish taking it apart and see what else is broken. Mer. Waiting for the part that shows broken. Color wheel's good. Ah, CCD is dead. Got it. Well, then we should fix that. No worries, Doc. We're currently in the deep inner workings of the Perseverance, trying to figure out what's wrong with the camera. Mastcam Z CCD. That one. Had to take apart every ounce of the camera to find out the tiny little CCD inside was broken. But yeah, here's our Perseverance in all of its glory. I love the RTG in the back. What I should do is I should go through and, you know, read a lot of these parts. I don't know offhand how accurate it is. I feel like I want to say that they got the actual models from NASA, but I can't say for sure. Because they don't have NASA branding, so it's entirely possible that they don't have NASA models. Okay, so let's put this back on and get that back cover on. Right, everything on here looks very accurate. Everything that I've seen so far is incredibly accurate from what I've seen, but I don't know if it's like to scale accuracy or if they just took their models based on pictures that we were given. But everything looks legit. But I suppose that's worth looking into to find out how legit it is. Anyone care to do that research, or I'm going to do it myself? Can't figure out how to do anything on the mech one. Well, that's not good. Is there not a significant tutorial then, kinder? Okay, so this camera is attached, or whole again. So now we can reassemble the cameras into the main mast. You accidentally skipped the tutorial. Oh no. That would be one way that you can not know how to do things. It's been so frustrating watching Markiplier recently, because he's gotten into a simulator kick as well, which is, you know, right in my wheelhouse, and he has been 100% refusing to do the tutorials, and then he gets all ragey about not knowing how to play the game. And I know part of that is purely for the amusement factor of it, but still, it's Especially since he's playing games that I've played and I know how to play, and watching him do it is just so painful. Alright, automatic calibration to get that done. I would say kinda probably good to start over, just so you can get that tutorial experience. Alright, Perseverance, you are all up to snuff and ready to go take pretty pictures again. Off you go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Alright, let's clean up after myself, get rid of that lovely CCD. Wonderful, wonderful. 50k twinkles, nice. Bravo. Alright, what do we got for jobs available? Ooh, we've got 2 new Perseverances to do. 3! Do we have any more Ingenuities? No. And I suspect we're not going to get any more Ingenuities because there's only so much you can repair on that thing. Ooh, Perseverance has a Moxie diagnosis. Let's do that one. No premiums available. How are you doing? We've got another favor to ask. Recently, the scroll compressor readings were inaccurate and completely lost compression. Please take a look on it. Okay. So, Moxie preliminary analysis. I am curious what's inside of the Moxie Boxy. I have played a little bit of Surgeon Simulator. I would be interested in doing that one in VR, actually, because the frustrating hand controls in non-VR, I was not a fan. Alright, let's open up the Moxie Boxy. Moxie is an interesting experiment I'm interested in the results in, because it is... So the Moxie experiment, for anyone who doesn't know, is about taking CO2 from the atmosphere and splitting out the C and the O to make usable oxygen. Obviously the byproduct of that is only going to be carbon. So either the carbon can be also a usable material, or, you know, set aside somewhere. But being able to take CO2 and make usable O2 out of it not only has, you know, very useful applications on Mars for things like breathable oxygen, making fuel, that kind of stuff, but also has a potential to at least do something on Earth. It probably isn't going to be able to tackle all of the CO2 emissions, or even a small portion of it, but we might be able to put it to some good use. Alright, so all of the outside looks golden, so I'm assuming Moxie's going to be either on the underside, which it might be, or on the top, which I don't know for sure. Let's take a look at the top here. I don't see a Moxie Boxy. So let's get into the undercarriage of this thing and see what that looks like. Ah, yeah, Surgeon Simulator sequel. Yes, I'm aware of that one. That one seems almost infinitely more goofy than the first one. But, yeah, have yourself a good night, Kinder. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, rocket fuel and breathing. Very important things. I'm interested in Ingenuity from the standpoint of future colonization purposes, and the concept of having little Ingenuities running around, ferrying parts around. Oh, I haven't even been in the undercarriage of this thing. Now I'm really curious. Let's see what's in here. This is where all the science goes. Oh, there's damaged Moxie Boxy. Alright, what else do we have under here? We have computer elements. The RMC is the most important part of the rover mobility. It's controlling the wheels, motors, robotic arms, mast, and sample handling. We have the SupCam body unit. Body unit of the SuperCam on the Perseverance rover. The SuperCam examines rocks and soils with a camera, laser, and spectrometers to seek organic compounds that could be related to past life on Mars. It can identify the chemical and mineral makeup of targets as small as a pencil point from a distance of more than 7 meters. Great. We've got the rover power assembly, the rover power and analog module, another one. We have SDST. No idea what that stands for. We have RBAU, which is the rover battery assembly unit, contains 2 main lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, making up the source of rover energy when needed power exceeds steady MMRTG output. Okay. And then here we have the vision compute element, electronic brain for the entry, descent, landing stages. So this is the part that got the big workout today, as this thing needed to get the rover aligned and all of the various components needed for a safe entry and landing. Wunderbar. Let's see, the RIPA? Rover Integrated Pump Assembly. The Mars Science Laboratory rover and spacecraft utilize 2 mechanically pumped fluid loops for heat transfer to and from the internal electronic assemblies and the radioscope thermoelectric generator. The heat transfer fluid is Freon R11, which has a large coefficient of thermal expansion. Okay. MIDA Electronics, Mars Environmental Dynamics Analyzer. The SSPA, because acronyms everywhere. Mastcam Electronics, Sherlock Electronics. Sherlock stands for Scanning Habitable Environments with Raman. Ooh, ramen! And luminescence for organics and chemicals. Okay. Pixel Electronics. Planetary instruments for X-ray lithochemistry. Main job for Pixel is to measure the chemical makeup of rocks at a very fine scale using its X-ray spectrometer and super close-up camera. Okay. So you can see the makeup of rocks and whatnot. We have the RIMU 1 and RIMU 2, Rover Inertial Measurement Unit. Okay, so that was probably, Rover Inertial Measurement Unit is going to measure the inertia of the rover, which is going to be useful for the landing aspects as well as the driving aspects. Liquid-cooled rovers are far superior to air-cooled ones, for sure. Yay! Scavenging and lootable glowy things. I like it, Paige. Alright, so let's rip out the Moxie Boxy. Mars Oxygen ISRU experiment is an experimental technology that creates a small amount of oxygen from carbon dioxide present in Mars' atmosphere. Oxygen is created in the process known as solid oxide electrolysis. In order to sustain a human, the oxide generator would have to be about 100 times larger. Great. Let's remove the Moxie. And I'm assuming we're going to have to take this over to the other table and rip it apart and see what's broken inside. So let's get out from under here. Great. So we have the scroll compressor, part of the CO2 acquisition and compression system that pressurizes filtered CO2 gas from Martian atmosphere to about 1 atmosphere. Okay. I dig it. I need to remove this part first. Oh, it's got a little picture inside. It's got a little picture inside. Yes, Doc. There is a Moxie aboard Perseverance. That is one of the main goals of Perseverance. I mean, there's a lot of main goals of Perseverance. They included a lot of different scientific experiments on there, specific for the purposes of further exploring and identifying all the various Mars aspects that could be potentially useful for the future, and Moxie is definitely one of them. So Moxie is for the purposes of future human habitation. Also, the Ingenuity is partly for human habitation as well. Obviously, you've got the helicopter exploration component, but also the possibility of using the little drones for ferrying parts or other materials back and forth. They might also potentially use them for the gathering of the core samples in the future. The core sample experiment is one that I'm interested in as well. Scroll compressor. We got front and back. Okay. So the core sample is a coring drill to take actual cored samples of Martian rock and then package them up for future recovery. Alright, so we have 2 offset bearings that are broken and then the moving scroll that's broken. Everything else appears to be good. Moving scroll. And then offset bearings. 2 of those. Got it. I didn't catch the 3 trips part. I only caught the part about taking the core samples and pooping them out, and then future recovery is all I really caught from the discussion, because I wasn't paying too close attention during the earlier discussions. 3 missions wouldn't surprise me to bring those samples back, because at the very least we need the means to relaunch off from Mars, which is going to be a whole separate set of experiments, I am sure. And then we need a method to go collect those samples, which either needs to be a different rover, or if they're going to have to find some way to get one of the existing rovers into that spot to collect those things. I don't know if any of the existing rovers even have the means to collect them. I think Perseverance probably would be the only ones that would have the means with the robot arm capabilities to even grab them. So that might require another rover altogether, or they might set Ingenuities with a little grabber claw arm to collect them up into a small pile or whatever. So that's going to be a whole separate challenge to do. It's odd to think about, like, once you've got the samples collected, it doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal to collect them and bring them back. But there's a whole lot that goes into that. Like, if you've got all of these sample tubes, they're a known quantity, they're a known size. You now have to pick those up, potentially dust them off, so that they don't cause, loose dust in whatever container they're going to be put in. The container that they're going to be put in has to either have, like a fully sealable component so that they don't jostle around. It has to be lightweight so that whatever's launching off of Mars can actually lift the damn thing. There's so much to be considered that is much more difficult than you would ever think of offhand. Yep, poop them, collect them, send them to orbit, intercept them with another orbiting. Okay, so that's the thing that I was missing, was getting them up into orbit first and then having another retrieval. I was thinking of, some sort of small, very small launch vehicle that could potentially get dropped down and then launched back up again and then come back home. But yeah, I guess that makes a hell of a lot more sense to have 2 stages to that. Okay, so let's get the Moxie reassembled. Am I missing one? Did I not pick? Did I not pick one up? I didn't pick one up. Whatever. It's weird. that's done. Yep, all good. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense to not have to go back through the atmosphere again. Because getting down there is pretty damn hard, as we just saw. Getting down there safely, at least. Alright, so let's put Moxie back on. Moxie? Don't tell me you're not together again. Did I not do this right? Did I miss a thing? Moxie good? Moxie... Moxie good? Yeah, Moxie good. Okay. There we go. Okay. Moxie good. Alright, let me throw that bottom cover on. Okay, so are we good? Yeah, we're good. Let's get this thing lowered again. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, Moxie complete. Great. Okay, I have a point to spend. What do I want to spend my point on? I would love to get to the instant repairing. Reduces the time it takes to remove and assemble parts by 90% of the base time. Just to speed things up there. The costs I'm not as concerned about because the prices have not been a concern so far. So I'm kind of good on that. I did one price of Rover parts reduced, but again, I have 100,000 resources and it just keeps going up, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Cleaning faster is not terribly relevant. Analyzing is 100% fast now. It's instant, so that's good. So yeah, I think... So I just unlocked these. Reduces the time it takes to solder. Allows access to the printer from the tablet, might speed things up a little bit. It's not a huge deal though, considering the repair bay is so small, it's not a big deal to walk over there. Printing times reduced by 25% would be nice. So let's do that. Wonderful. Okay, what time we got? Oh, we got a little bit of time. Alright. So I'm actually going to BRB here for a moment, and then we'll get back and do more Perseverance, I think. So, BRB! Alright, I'm back. And I have a sleepy kitty. He's a sleepy kitty. He just wants to go to sleep. Tiny little sleepy child, yes. Here, go sleep on lap. It'll be fun. It'll be fine. Go sleep on lap. He is occasionally a lap kitty. Only every once in a while. He seems to be content with it at the moment, but he'll probably bolt in a moment here. The weird thing is he's not much of a lap cat, but he does sleep on me or around me or near me or under me almost every single night. So he's not opposed to being exceptionally close. He just never really was into the lap thing. I don't know why. He's a tsundere. He's a little bit. Alright. So let's see what we got for Perseverance again here. Oh, no, he has fully committed to the lap thing here. He's curled up and plopped his head down, and he's gonna be out cold here. Okay, so hey, are you there? We really need your help ASAP. We were told by the staff sergeant to get the rover to base, but we wanted to collect all the samples. It got really cold, and well, now all the mass sensors have gone wild. The readings are off the charts. Please fix it for us, and we're screwed. Alright. Mast? I could do mast. There's no premium here. Actually, there's no premium on any of these. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll do the mast then. Alright, Perseverance. Let's get you on the operating table and get you all fixed up. Right? I mean, it's really exciting to think about. I mean, it may be way off in the distance. You know, it may be well beyond. I really wish that they would let me get out and look out the windows. Every time you start the game, you start past this, and you can look outside. And I don't know why they don't let you out after that. But yeah, it may be a ways out. Like this experimental truck thing may be quite a ways off in the distance. But it's really exciting to think about us having a base on Mars and actually doing operations there. I love it. I love the idea. Alright, so mast. The whole damn thing just needs to come off and we'll fix whatever is wrong with it. It said the sensors have gone awry, so it could be any number of things broken on here. So let's find out. What are you? Oh, mast microphone. Auxiliary instrument to supercam, allowing listening to laser beam hits based on Knowles number cots. It has the ability to record sounds in the audible range from 100 hertz to 10 kilohertz. Okay. So the microphone is broken. What am I needing to... Do I need to remove the hood here? I do. Ah. Remove this first. Okay, so that's bad, and then wind sensor is dead. So, Doc, another thing that you might be interested in, and I don't know if you've heard me talk about it before, so feel free to stop me if I ramble too much. I just recently started re-listening to one of my favorite book series. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, let's finish removing some of this stuff. Relative humidity sensor is dead, and air temperature sensor is dead. Alright, fine. The book series is Bobiverse, and it features a nerd such as ourselves who came into some money with a tech startup company that he built and sold, and he decided to freeze himself with cryogenics, or rather sign up for freezing if and when he died. And he wakes up in the semi-distant future, semi-nearish distant future, like 150-ish years, something like that, as an AI copy of his original personality, and he is trained up quickly to go into space as a von Neumann probe. So he ends up with a body as a probe, and he goes out into space, and his goal is to propagate himself and build more of himself. So the whole series is based around the idea of we are Bob. Bob is a copy of a copy of a copy, and it goes into various humanism elements of, you know, the essence of a person. What is a person? What happens to someone if they get copied and replicated over and over again? You know, how does their personality change over time? It goes into space exploration in pretty solid details with a lot of science backing it. And the reason I was thinking of that, obviously because I freaking love it, but also because one of the primary technologies is a printer. And the concept of a 3D printer that can lay down individual atoms of elements in whatever configuration is needed to print up anything. And the significant amount of energy required to do that would require something like a pretty heavy-duty fusion engine, or a fusion reactor. So it goes into the technologies required to build this, how it could be used in the future to expand space travel and space exploration. But it goes pretty far into finding new life, finding other civilizations, some of the hazards that are out there. It's a really fascinating book series. They just came out with a fourth book, and I'm looking forward to getting to that. So I'm re-listening to the series so that I can prepare myself again to listen to the fourth book. So I'm looking forward to getting to there. So I just restarted that series. I'm on like the first couple chapters of the first book. Okay, so I need 2 different wind sensors, A and Navaja. Never heard of it. I need the mast microphone, the humidity sensor, and the air temperature sensor. So let's go with wind sensor A and Navaja, and then microphone for the mast, and then I need it's called Bobiverse, B-O-B, because the main character is Bob, and I think the first book is called We Are Bob or We Are Legion. I don't recall which one it is. We Are Legion, We Are Bob is both of those things. And I personally am loving the audiobook because the narrator does a fantastic job. So it is written by Dennis E. Taylor and narrated by Ray Porter. Let's see. I need air temperature and relative humidity sensor. Pretty sure those were the ones I needed. If not, I just bought parts I don't need. That's fine. Yes, those are the ones. Okay, so that's all the parts I need. Let's get you guys. Jittery camera page? Okay. I'm not sure I would even know where to start with that without seeing it. Alright, all of the sensors got broken on this thing, so we're going to put all back on again. And hope for the best. Sometimes games just have crap cameras, or in lieu of crap cameras, they just sometimes have crap rendering, which ends up showing up in the camera if you move it heavily. I knew Rage 2 came out somewhat recently, and I know that it didn't get the best reviews. But I don't remember hearing all that much about it, so I don't know for sure what was up. I did kind of want to do the Rage series, though, because I do dig the post-apocalyptic survival type games. I know that one's more of like the shooter style, like a Borderlands, but still, I dig the theme. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, I forgot to put on a freaking window. When looking for stuff that you're missing, it's good to see what you've got in your pockets still that you forgot to attach to the thing. Okay, in my pockets now is a fully completed mast. And I got a mast in my pockets. Oh boy. Let's put this thing back on. And your mast is golden, ready to go back out into the wild and sense all of the things. Go, little Perseverance, be free. Alright. Let me empty my pockets here of all this crud. There's no shield. Okay. So is Rage a little bit more firmly rooted in reality? Because I know Borderlands is very much not. And instead it is, you know, very fantastical and sci-fi. So is Rage like Earth, humans, people? No fantastic creatures, no other worlds, no weird technologies, that kind of stuff. I know it's very comic themed in color and style, but is it still real-ish? Alright, Doc, have yourself a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed watching Perseverance get taken apart and put back together again. Alright, what's up with you, little Perseverance? Hey, you really saved us last time. This time it's gonna be easy. After that last mission, Rover got a bit dirty. It would be great if you could clean it for us. Thanks a bunch. Oh god, everything needs cleaning. Alright. Let's clean it. It needs a cleaning. Oh, your rear has cam is all dirty. Great. What else do we got? Your front has cam is all dirty. Closer to reality than Borderlands, but it does have mutants and robots. Okay. So there is a fairly fantastical element to it. It's just not quite to the level of Borderlands. Gotcha. Your IDD Sherlock calibration target is dirty. Actually, let's read that for a moment here. Sherlock stands for the scanning, etc. We already read that part. It contains 10 calibration samples. Top row consists of 5 targets used for Sherlock calibration. Raman and fluorescent spectral accuracy, response curve, ambient light reflection, spectral mapping, and laser parameters. Bottom row consists of selected suite of spacesuit materials that also function as secondary calibration targets. Interesting. So they're also testing materials. I'm assuming for the purposes of figuring out what types of spacesuit materials would be best to use on future manned missions to Mars. Good to know these things. They're important. Okay, so let's get this thing lowered so I can see the... Yeah, I guess I don't need to lower to see the top part. What else is dirty on you? What else is dirty? Everything else looks fine. Let's check out the bottom then. The driving feels amazing. Good to know. Nothing like launching Sputnik in the 1600s. Oh, Demos. Yeah, everything's good under here. Rim facts. Radar imager for Mars subsurface experiment. Ground penetrating gated FMCW radar operating from 150 megahertz to 1.2 gigahertz. Prove capability to image shallow subsurface beneath the rover. Ooh, that's fancy. I like it. Alright, I don't know what else is dirty on here. I've got the rear has-cam, the Sherlock calibration target, and the front has-cam. What else is on here? The down-looking camera, the L-cam, and the inlet filter. I need to find those things. Well, down-looking cam is going to be on the bottom, I'm assuming. Down cam. Found ya. Down cam. Ah, there's the other thing right there. Problem when they're dirty is that they don't highlight with the auto damage detection, so it's actually harder to see them. So what's up with the driving that you like? Because I actually really liked Borderlands driving with the mouse aim. Alright, what am I missing? I am missing the inlet filter. I don't actually know where that's located. Where are you, inlet filter? Where are you, little inlet filter. Ah, inlet filter cover. There's a dirty inlet filter. I found you. Achievement unlocked, Ziggy Stardust. Apparently, because I removed the inlet filter, which is where the Stardust goes. Fair enough. I have fast cleaning enabled so it actually cleans up really quickly. Ziggy Stardust and the spiders in Mars. Alright. I am not overly familiar with Ziggy Stardust. Not gonna lie. Oh. He's all gross. He's all gross. Rusty is good. It's funny because I know the name Ziggy Stardust. Like, I've heard it countless times, but I don't think I've ever heard the Bowie song. And if I have, I didn't know that I've heard it. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars is the album. Alright. Well, hopefully that does not mean that the air filter that I just cleaned out was full of Mars spiders. That would be unfortunate. Ooh, shiny. I know it had Mars spiders in it. I'm just really trying not to think about Mars spiders. Okay. Now let's put all the shit back together again. Ew. Maybe not. That looks really beat up. Yeah, let's identify all these parts, see if anything needs replacing. Okay, so we have a couple parts that actually need replacing. So we have a rear has-cam cover that needs replacing. And then front has-cam camera and an L-cam lens. Front has-cam camera. Rear has-cam cover. And an L-cam lens. Printing is happening. Great. Okay, so now we can put it all together again. With a lens that's not beat to hell. Shiny. Shiny. Alright, you good? Yeah, you good. Alright, you good? All good. Okay, so now we can put those things back together. What does that say? Hold up, can I get a closer look on that? Hang on, let's see if I can get a closer look on that. JTL, it looks kind of like Jet Thrower Laboratory. Pretty sure that's not what it's supposed to be. Okay, so let's do filter doohickey. Are we done? No, we're missing this thingy right here. These two thingies. Now, LCAM, I didn't actually look at what that one is. LCAM is LVS camera used during entry, descent, landing stage. Okay. Purpose was to estimate relative position on the map. Got it. That one is probably got some use during mission, but primarily for landing purposes. Alright. So, I do believe that this one is repaired now. Although, what am I missing? Ah, there we go. It wasn't glowing for me. I didn't have my button enabled to do that. Wonderful. Okay. Little bit of spit and polish on the Perseverance, ready to send him out. Go, be free. Okay, so now I have another skill point to do, and I'm going to do more printing speed. Okay. What else do we have? Oh, right, I have to finish that. Okay, so we have another Perseverance to do. Ooh, this one's got a 15-minute time. Okay. Hey, we've got yet another job for you. During the last mission, Rover got into a huge dust storm. It was doing just fine until we lost all signal from HGA, UHF, and Ingenuity antenna. The rover must have gotten hit by some rocks. Please check if it's all... What? Okay, English translation's not always the best. Please check if it's all the damage, and repair it if you see that something more is damaged. Okay, so let's do the premium. We'll have a 15-minute timer on this, so we've got HGA, helicopter antenna. Oh, okay, so the antenna that Ingenuity uses to communicate with, and then the UHF antenna. So let's do that quick. 15-minute timer. Hopefully there's not too terribly much else to do, because 15 minutes is not all that much time. Okay, so UHF antenna, HGA needs to be taken apart, and where is that Ingenuity antenna? Right there, helicopter antenna. Okay, so UHF antenna and helicopter antenna, I'll go ahead and get those printing. And then meanwhile, let's rip those apart. Found a bridge that triggers a mini boss whenever you pass it. Oh dear. I'm going to remove this as well because it's dirty and may or may not be damaged. Same with this, I believe. And then we'll remove this. Maybe. Come on. And this is most likely going to require another taking apart step at the bench, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's go clean those parts. And do a quick investigation to see if those are needed or not. Those are fine. Fine and dandy. Okay, so let's grab these. So are you using that then for grinding? I did not get the UHF antenna. Did I print the wrong one? I may or may not have printed the wrong one. So this was just listed as UHF antenna, and I printed the one that said Perseverance UHF antenna. So apparently I picked the wrong one. Oh. Right. So this is actually a set. Got it. I'm going to have to take that thing apart. Fair enough. Fair enough. Really? Okay. Okay. That's fine. I ordered the right part anyway. I didn't know that I ordered the right part, but I did it. Hooray. Done. Alright, next up, HGA. So the HGA dish is dead. Anything else dead? Nope, seems good. Okay. Is the dish a repairable? No, so I just need to go buy a new dish. Hopefully we'll find out soon here whether or not this is enough. Because if there's more to diagnose and repair, then I've got less time to do it. Alright, so you're good? Yeah, you're good. Okay, let's go get those two things strapped back on here. Probably should have done the anchoring points before plugging in the cables, but whatever, it's fine. Okay. You're done. Wonderful. Done? You're done. Wonderful. Oh, fuck. Fuck, you're not done. Okay, so let's do a quick investigation. I see dirty parts. Let's remove that. Come on, remove. Right. Okay, so you're dirty. Let's get you removed. I have 8 minutes to diagnose what's wrong with this thing. We also have a camera. Probably should whip open the underbelly and see if there's anything under there that needs doing. Let's open up this thing, because I can't actually look at it. You are also dirty. Okay. Good, 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 good. Cameras, back camera's good. Let's lift up. I hope nothing under here is damaged, because all the stuff that's under here takes a lot longer to fix. Alright. All good? Ooh, there's a thing here. Heli electronics. How do I undo you? How do I... Ah, side panel. Okay. I was not even aware that this side panel existed. So this is fantastic, exciting, new. Wonderful. Alright, Demos, have yourself a good night. Good luck sleeping, not having Civ on the mind. Alright, Heli Electronics, please be easy to repair. Also, I'm going to go dust off all those parts that I removed, see if anything else is bad. Unknown, you're all good. Let's rip open the Heli Electronics. You're just a part. Alright then, we'll replace the part. Fair enough. Okay, let's get you lowered so I can put some stuff in while we wait. Filter's good. Filter cover's good. Little camera doohickey. This little guy over here. Okay, I think we're good except for the Heli Electronics. And in fact, I think I can put the bottom panel back on now that I've figured out where that is. Come on, don't get stuck on stuff. Alright, Heli Electronics. Let's get you in here. A little bit odd to me that there is a full electronics package that doesn't require disassembly and soldering or whatever, but it's fine. Okay, let's get you down. And I think we're good. I don't think I have any other parts on me that need to be installed. Nope. Okay. So, before I replug in, repaired. Great. A little bit cutting it close on the timer there, but we're good. Took 13 minutes out of the 15, but we got it. Done and done. On you go, little Perseverance. Oh god. There's 4 more to do. Oh god. Alright. I'm actually going to call that a little bit of an early night. And by early night, I mean ending the time I should have been ending for the last year and haven't been doing so. But yeah, this was fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to do another stream on this in the near future, just because, you know, it is what it is. There's only so much gameplay to it. But maybe in the next time that there's some massive Perseverance news, we'll maybe revisit this just as a little bit of a nod to the whole process. It's still fun though. I enjoy taking stuff apart, diagnosing, all that fun stuff. So as we mentioned earlier, we'll probably get to some of the other Mechanic Simulator games for funsies to see what's available. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Tomorrow is going to be the forest. A little bit outside of our schedule, but it's fine. So until then, Paige, thanks for hanging out. Anyone else still lurking out there, thank y'all for coming. Thank you for any subs and follows that I might have missed, and I'll see y'all next time.